Hey, Flutter enthusiasts, welcome back to Widget Wisdom. Today we are going to learn about implicit animation in Flutter. In Flutter, with Animation Library, we can add motion and create visual effects for the widgets in our UI. Like changing the shape of a widget, or making a widget disappear when tapped onto that widget. With implicit animations, we can animate a widget property by setting a target value. Whenever that target value changes, the widget animates the property from the old value to the new one. So, now let's do some code to archive this behavior. So today we are adding an animation of fade in text and fade out text effect. So let's start. Open your IDE. And here I'm having an empty project, in which I've created this animation example class, and it getting called from my app. Now inside animation example I'm having a scaffold. And inside scaffold, we have our app bar. So now let's do some fluttering. And one more thing, if you want the code, or written tutorial, then I'll provide the link in the description. So you can find all the code and its explanation there. And if you like these video, then please support me at Patreon, so that I can continue making these videos. So let's continue. Here inside my scaffold's body, I've a center widget. And inside this center widget I'm creating a text widget which will say Hello Flutter World. And I'm increasing font size for this text, because we are to add our animation on this text widget. So now save the code. And we have our this text in the center of the screen. So till now everything is going pitch perfect. Now above here let's create a variable for managing opacity value for this text. So here I'm defining its initial value as 0, now, come in this build method. And here wrap your text widget wrap inside animated opacity widget. And our animated opacity have two required parameters. So let's add them one by one. First let's add the opacity. And for the opacity I'm giving it the value of our opacity variable, which we have created just a minute ago. Now for the duration part, let's give it a duration of 2 seconds. So it will take 2 seconds to animate this widget, from start to end. Now let's create a button, which will trigger our animation. So for creating that, wrap our this animated opacity widget inside a column widget. And below this animated opacity create a sized box so that there is going to have some space between our two widget. Now here down, create a elevated button, and for its child give it a text widget, which will state show text. And now come in this on pressed. So here when user taps on this button, then we will change the opacity of text. So for doing that, right here set state. And inside this set state change to value of opacity, from 0 to 1. So now when user tap onto this button, our text's opacity is going to change from 0 to 1. Now save the program and run it. And as you can see, my app is installed successfully, and whenever I'm tapping on this button my text is having this smooth, fade-in animation. That was it for this video. If you like this video, then please, like, share and subscribe with your fellow coders. Thank you. And have a good day.